Hello and welcome to the Rumble Hollow Crash Course. You read the title? Let's get started. Today's topic, structures. There are 6 structures in Rumble. The disc, the ball, the pillar, the cube, the wall, and the boulder. Each one has an innate value that you can think of as toughness. A disc has a 0. A ball and a pillar have 1. A cube has 2. A wall has 3. And a boulder has, can you guess? If you said 4, you're incorrect. It has 5. When 2 things smack each other, these values determine which object wins. If one object has the higher number, the other one breaks. If both objects have the same value, both break. See, this is where it gets a little bit more complicated, because 3 of these structures, the wall, the cube, and the pillar, start attached to the ground, while the other 3 can be manually attached to the ground, with Stomp. Objects attached to the ground get +1 to their toughness value. And furthermore, objects moving with any significant speed also get +1. Fortunately, this is where it gets simple. Whatever value that is, that's how much damage you take if it hits you. And how much your opponent will take if you hit them, assuming there are no interfering shift stones. Understanding and being able to calculate these values in an instant is a prerequisite to even being mediocre at Rumble. For a more in-depth explanation, go check out my other video, The Basic Guide to Core Mechanics, coming out soon. With that out of the way, let's cover how to summon these objects. You start with a disc and a pillar at white belt. To do the disc, you start in base pose with your hands palm up right below your health bar. You're going to go put your right hand forward, palm inward, and your left hand is going to be up in front of your chest like you're holding a shield. Or the other way around, as all moves in this game are ambidextrous. For pillar, you're going to start in that same base pose. Your left hand is going to turn, palm inward, and your right hand is going to go up, like Mario when he jumps. Again, you get this ripcord motion right here. At yellow belt, you get ball, which has the same right hand as disc, but your left hand is going to be rotated inwards, so it's also palm in, but significantly farther back. At green belt, you get wall, which is you just raise your hands straight up from base pose. And at blue belt, you get cube, which is much like wall, but you're going to have your knuckles up and your palms in. And again, to summon anything, you have to start in base pose and move to the structure position. If you're wondering why you get cube after you get wall, despite cube being weaker, it's because it's summoned faster. Unfortunately, you can't summon boulders, even at black belt. 6 spawn naturally along the walls of the pit, and 12 in a brand new park. Quick note here, though when you summon a disc it quickly leaves your field of influence, you can still modify it before it leaves there. You can add a straight to get a speed disc for even faster disc, or you can put explode to unground things at range. At higher levels of skill, you can even put multiple on. Lastly, let's cover structure launching. When you summon things, they come up out of the ground, which means if you do it under a pre-existing structure, it gets lifted up. Only a little bit with pillar, a little bit more with wall, and the most with cube. This is called structure launching. You can do it before a normal hit combo to add extra height, or with some nasty angles, extra velocity. That's all for today. I hope you learned what you wanted to, and if you didn't, you can check out my longer videos labeled Beginner's Guide for Core Mechanics. And whatever you do, keep on rumbling. Please, this game desperately needs a larger player base. I'm begging.